if you want to. Otherwise, it's going to be right here.
Yeah, I got it on my phone too.
That's what. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shabbat to all the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar. Thaba Shem Shah to all the sisters. I am Shabbat, Minnesota, with Lashawan Qadash. If you do not know what Lashawan Qadash means, it means holy tongue. All right. As far as so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, we have a native tongue, which is going to be, Lashawan Qadash. All right, Hebrew, ancient Paleo Phoenician Hebrew. That's it. It's not going to be the modern. It's not going to be the Yiddish. None of that. All right. And we can get into that another day. Otherwise, ancient Hebrew, the Paleo. This is our Hebrew. Okay. And this is for so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. So, let's get into it. So, Warrior, we are going to identify each character, each letter, as far as the Hebrew. Okay? So, although we speak English right now, Black, Hispanic, Native Indians, that's not your language. We have to get into the habit of simply getting into our language. And this is our language, which is ancient Hebrew. All right? And also, too, I've been hearing that people have been saying Yahweh, Yeshua. That's not accurate Hebrew whatsoever. That's the white man's Hebrew, which is Yiddish. Once again, if you are a Jewish, you are not a real Jew. If you look at a color and you put an ish behind it, ish is a suffix, which means kind of like something. It's not the exact same thing. Okay? So like let's see. A color, right? A certain color. Let's see. Let me see. You have different shades of red, right?
That's right.
All red is not the same color. You have different shades. You have a variation of red.
That's right.
Now, one red can be, a solid red. But then there's one that's a light red. It'll be reddish, not exactly red. So you have variations of it. So you have watered down versions of the Bible. It's the point that I'm trying to get to. And the watered down version is going to be the Jewish. Okay? The Jews. The so-called Jews, right? As far as the white people. Now, the real so-called Jews are going to be those in the Bible that meet and fit the description, which is so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians.
That's right.
And if you think that I'm lying, just do your own research and see for yourself. And upon doing your own research, make sure that you open up your front door, turn on the news, open up your phone, and see how Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians fit the description of those people in the Bible. But the so-called Jews that are living amongst us right now, they don't fit the description at all.
That's right.
I mean, I believe Christ is a black man. Last time I checked.
That's right.
Go read Revelations 1 through 13 through 15. And that should, solve that answer for you. All right? But anyway, this is our language. It's called the Lashawan Qadash, which means the holy tongue. And with the holy tongue, this is our language. Our language is not where we grew up from as far as captivity. There are many Black, Hispanic, Native Indian people who have grew up all over the face of the earth.
That's right.
All right? But understand that they speak different languages because of the captivity. And that's in the Bible as well. Because we have been scattered all throughout places, from place to place, city to city, country to country, continent to continent, all over the place. But we do have a true language, and also too captivity. Because of captivity, we have to learn this language that does not belong to us. All right? So you understand me if I'm speaking English. You understand my language. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Come.
Right. He understands what I'm saying. But in our native tongue, a lot of people will not understand. And that's what we must get back to. This should be second nature, not English. All right? Because they also say that English is a difficult language to understand and to comprehend. That's what you're taught in school. I don't know about everybody, but that's what I was taught in school. It's not the easy language. All right? Anyway, let's get to it. All right, so what is this right here?
Ba.
Ba.
Da.
Uh-huh.
Da.
Uh-huh.
Ha. Z.
Mm-hmm.
K. Ch.
Slovakia. I'm sorry. So this is what?
Ba. Ga. Da. Ha. Wa. Z. K.
You want to say more aggressive though?
K.
Yeah, that's right.
Ta.
Mm-hmm.
Ya.
Mm-hmm.
Ka.
Mm-hmm.
La. Ma. Na. Sa. I. Ha.
All right. So before you say it, right, you know how you say a lot?
Tazza.
No.
I always get that one wrong for some reason.
Okay. I'll show you. I'll show you why. All right. There's a lot of people who name maybe Taz, Taz, or Taz, or whatever like that. That's probably where you're getting it from. But understand, this is made up of two different words.
Right.
I'm sorry, slightly. Two different letters. So you got to separate it in order to say it together. Make sense?
Yeah. Ta. Ja.
Ta.
Ta. Z.
Tza.
Ta.
Tza. Because, like, for example, right? You have a captain in the UK. His name is Tsarya. And then you have another captain too, right? Right. Let me see. Tzaiwan. It still has, like, the first part of Tzaiwan is going to be Tza. And then the first part of Tzarya is going to be Tza. Right. Otherwise, how about Tazawar? Tazawar, Taza, and then Wa, and the Ra. Right. Tazawar. There you go. You know what I mean? So you got the Taza, the Wa, and the Ra, Tazawar. Otherwise, like, just using a few examples, right? You have, those brothers' names, that we know in the school. So the Taza is going to be the base of their name, right? And of course, it's going to change as you add on to other letters, you know what I mean? But I'm going to write this down too, because I'm not sure, this might be a little bit, not so, it might be a little blurry. So let me see. So this right here is the and a lot of the letters, right? These are all letters. These are the alphabet letters of the Hebrew. So the and this is what again? All right, GA. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. This is what? Okay. This is what? All right. Damn right. HA.
Wa.
WA. Z.
K.
It's like I am in the way. T-A.
Comma,
All right. What else? And as you see, I'm doing everything from right to left, right? Because that's the Hebrew. Hebrew is from right to left, not left to right. In English, everything is going to be left to right. But in Hebrew, it's going to be right to the left. That's why I'm going backwards. All right. What is this right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Y-A. What's the next one? K-A. Next one? La. L-A. M-A. Okay. N-A. Say it again. So is that S?
Yeah.
All right. S-A. I. So it's the I by itself. What else? No. No. These are not connected at all.
I mean, Slovakia.
Oh?
Yeah.
Okay, no sweat. There we go. Once again, I did say a lot of them sound just alike. So that's a puh. So what is this? Okay. No, it's fine. No sweat. I got you. What is this? What is that? What is this? What is this? What is that? There you go. So put these two together, right? So say it separately. Z. Say it fast. Z. Right. All right. All right. So we got ya, ka, la, na, sa, I, pa, to, za. How about this one? No sweat. So we got qua, which is Q, A. You said right? Ra. R, A. What is this? Sh. All right. That's sh. And what's the last one? Th. Yeah, th. Yeah. So think of th as like when you say the or it's like the or the. Right. You know what I mean? So like, the end or the end. You know what I mean? So think of the as like that. The end or the end. So it's the. It won't be tug because there's another, something else is right in front of it. All right? So let's read it from the top one more time. What is this? Once again, separate that. Separate it. Once again, let's start. If you keep getting it wrong, I'm gonna start all over. Say this loud. T. Say it again. T. Say it again. T. Let's say it faster though. You ain't gotta separate it.
Okay.
Like you ain't gotta wait too long. No, not Taz. Right. What is this? So just say t, z, to z. Say it fast. To z. To z. There you go. So what is this?
Ta, za, ta, za,
Say it faster.
ta, za, ta, za,
No. What is this?
ta, za, ta, za,
What is this?
ta, ko, ko.
No. Slide. I'm start you over.
Ta, za, ta, za, ko, ra, sha, da,
That's how you do it, all right?
ta, za.
Yeah. No, not Taz. Don't put it Taz on it, all right? Once again, it's separated.
Ta, za,
Says up. That's right.
ta,
Says
za,
up.
za.
Right. All right. Okay. So how would you say the captain's name in New York who does cross the line?
Want to cross the line? I don't remember his name. Want to talk about cross the line radio?
That's the only cross the line radio I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay. How would you say the other captain's name? That's such a this right here.
Talk about Kaya.
This right here.
Ka. Ka.
But this sounds almost similar to this one right here.
Yeah, ka.
You gotta put more emphasis on
Yeah,
this.
ka.
Huh.
Ka.
Huh.
Ka.
This is cut. You say it more lightly. This is cut.
Ka.
This is cut.
Ka.
All right. Like for example, right? Kataza.
Ka. Okay.
You hear me? Kataza.
Ka.
This is cut.
Ka.
I want you to watch me, right? Cut. Kataza.
Ka.
You see the change?
Yeah.
Right. Ha. That's how you say it. Ha. It's ha.
Ka.
Because you gotta put in the H in there as well.
Yeah.
Ha. Ha.
Ka.
All right. Like for example, right? If you have the word cheddar, right? You can't just say okay. If you don't have the H there, it would sound like it's saying cedar or cedar, right?
Right.
It's cheddar. You gotta put the emphasis on it. So how you see the word cheddar? Ch.
Sure.
Cheddar. Ch. So you want to treat it, you want to treat it similar like that, all right? So ch.
Sure.
All right. Or I'm sorry, my bad. K. All right. You want to treat it the same like k. K. Okay. So yeah, you got k right here, but you got k. You got and also too, when there's two letters together like that, you have to elaborate, you gotta draw it out. Okay. So yeah. So you know how this says z, this is what, this is duh. But this it has two A's, so you gotta draw it out. Alright? Like for example, you know how people in the world they be like, what are you doing? Or I'm trying to use the slang. Let me see. A lot of Black and Hispanic people may be like, okay, you know the word dang, right? D-A-N-G. They be like, dang, like what are you doing? Dang can be, D-A-N-N-N-N all the way to G. You know what I mean? So they expand the word. So this you gotta say, good. You know what I mean? So this is cub, but this is cub. All right. Also, to another word for this, the base of this word will be kata. Kata means send in Hebrew. All right. Kataza means arrow in Hebrew, which you can find in the scriptures. You can find kata also too in the Hebrew. I'm sorry, in the Bible. All right. So yeah, give me a second here. Yeah, damn right, sis. Damn right. What? Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ. How you doing, sis? Good. Most High Christ. Good to see you. The water, sis. The water. We definitely appreciate that. Most High Christ. Everybody, Allah, Shalom, Lord Christ, warrior. How you doing? All right. So anyway, we done off of that. Just one more time. You ready?
Come on,
All right.
Ba, ja, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, ya, za, I, pa, ta, la, wa, ra, sha, da.
Most time for us. You see how to stop, right?
Come on.
Give yourself an it will take some time, no sweat. Because before this Hebrew class, I didn't know none of this. I struggled because I'm like a new language. I'm like, good night. Around the time I learned this language, our language, I was learning Spanish at the same time. I know this more than Spanish. Because I was in high school learning Spanish, and then I came into the school around the 11th grade, which is junior year. And I found out about our language, and it was nothing but foreign to me. You know what I mean? But what is so funny is this. I took 1 year of Spanish. I did very well in that class. I got a B. You know what I mean? So I did well enough. I cannot remember any Spanish words except for a few. I watch a lot of TV, here and there. A few movies with, family and friends and things of that sort. But for the life of me, I could barely hold a conversation in Spanish. Or Espanol. But as far as Hebrew, I can definitely hold a conversation. You know what I mean? Which lets me know this is where I should be, right here. All right, this is my language, not that language. Because once again, when it comes to other different languages, as far as the tribes, like for example, the Hispanics know Spanish. All right. The Jamaicans who would be, still part of the black ethnicity of Israel, so-called, black or whatever, they would know patois and, this language, that language, because they're from the islands. Or they may know English because they are born in America, so on and so forth. And natives, right? The natives know Ojibwe. They know this language, that language. That's not our language at all. Our language, according to the Most High, He gave us a language all the way back to Genesis with Adam, right? And this is our language. The ancient Paleo Hebrew. That's it. Lashawan Qadash. Holy tongue. Okay, that's our language. All right, let's keep going. All right, so I want to get into what is called the 5 W's and the H. So the 5 W's and the H is pretty much like, what you will learn in school. Let me see. Yeah, it's pretty much something that you learn in school, which is the who, the what, the where, the why. You know what I mean? But this is a Hebrew version. All right. Also, too, I want you to be a participant up here, if you don't mind. All right. So, if you could just do pass your, I'll take care of this, and then I have to come up soon enough. All right. 1 second here, Salaki. All right. All right, so now we're going to get into the 5 W's. Once again, we already know what the 5 W's are, and an H as well. So what I'm going to do up here is simply just put in the who, the what, the where, and the when, and the why in Hebrew, and And then we're gonna have a participant. All right, which is a brother. All right, so I'll let you know when you need to be up here. All right. Okay. 1 second here, Salaki. Okay. Yeah, his voice is a little too good. All right. Also, too, what's very important is that a lot of these words are going to have concordance next to it, which means that you can go into your Bible app and look up the concordance of the word and find it in Hebrew just to match it up. All right, I'll stop right there. Otherwise, let me see. Okay. Alright. So what I want you to do, right? I want you to write this out in Hebrew. But I want you to take your time as well. All right, so I put the first one on the board. Okay. It's going to be the who, what, where, when, why, and why. The reason being there's two whys is because there's two different ways on how to say it based on context. All right. So the first one is who, Maya. Now, Maya can be used for a lot of different reasons. When you think about Maya or Mayum, Mayum is water. So that's where you would get that from. Mayum is water in Hebrew, but Maya is not far-fetched from it. Okay? So based on the words, based on the Hebrew word, do you know how to write it out in Hebrew? No? Okay, I got you. Come here. Sure. I got you. You got it. So just right next to it, right? So this is ma.
Got to write that.
Yeah, come on. This is the ma, and this is the ya. I gotta do this right. Whatever ma is in Hebrew, and ya is in Hebrew.
Come.
You got it. But now, just write it right next to it, okay? And give yourself as much space as possible. Ain't gonna be super pretty either. You got it. Most High in Christ, don't forget your connectives.
Okay.
So whether it has connectives or not. So open parenthesis or closed parenthesis.
So underneath, right?
Huh?
Close, open underneath, right?
Right, yeah. So the ma and the ya, is it connected or is it not?
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't look connected.
No.
Boom, perfect. That's it. We'll sign Christ, all right? Also, too, just give me 1 second here. Let me see. Give me 1 second there. I want to say, yeah, I got it right here. Hold on. Okay, yeah, that's correct. So Most High in Christ. Also, too, you can find this right here. It's going to be. All right, so that's 4310. All right, so that is a coordinates number that you want to go based off of. Just find that. Okay. Otherwise, as far as what, you ready for that?
Yeah.
It's going to be ma.
Ma.
So M-A. Well, I want you to write it just a little bit bigger. Here you go. I want you to write it as big as I did as far as the first one. So I spelled it out for you. M-A-A-H. No. M-A-H.
M-A-H.
Here you go. No sweat. It's all good. I like the handwriting though. Most High in Christ. So that's ma.
Ma.
Ma is how you would pronounce what. Also, too, not too long ago, we actually went over. Let me see this real quick. Not too long ago, we actually went over a few sentences, and we used the word what. Not too long ago. All right. So with the ma, right? So ma in Hebrew is going to be what? All right, in Hebrew. Here you go.
What, right?
Where, yeah, or where. It's like where. Yeah. I'm just gonna have you write all the rest down, and then we already do the.
Yeah.
Yeah. So AH.
Correct.
H. So what? No. That's right. H at the end. Yeah. I'll show you why. Okay. So when it's gonna be Mataya, MATHYA. Okay. Now Y, the first Y is going to be MADA. WAI. The last Y is going to be LA, LA, and then MAH, MAH. All right, cool. I'll stop you right there. All right. We are going to get into the hows as well. Just start right there real quick. Go ahead and have a seat real quick. Otherwise, the water, clap it up for the brother. Hey, sis, you know what? Like you said, it comes more easier as far as the Hebrew than the Espanol. You're absolutely right.
That's right.
Yeah, damn right. All right, so, okay. Maya is going to be who in Hebrew? The ma is what? The ya is where? Mathaya is going to be when? The first Y, mother Y, lama. And it sounds so funny because mother Y is Y in English, but this is Hebrew. Lama is Y in different contexts, okay? All right. So, all right. Let me do this real quick. I'm going to separate these words real quick so everybody can understand. I don't want nobody to get confused. So ma by itself is a word, which is what? Word, yeah, is that, when, yeah. So now, okay, I'm just do this real quick so everybody can understand. Ma, yeah. Separating it so everybody can understand what is being said. Ma, yeah is when. Y is mother Y. Actually, I can still put that right there. Okay. Mother Y is Y. Lama, these are really separate, but it creates a word which is Y. Now, mother Y, when you use this context, you want to think about all. So you want to include all people and Y. All. All right. Now, as far as Lama, this is the coordinates 4100. And this is going to work every time. Whatever coordinates you have, most likely 9 times out of 10, it's going to be 4100. Okay? All right. 4100. Just to let you know that this is a different context. Okay? Mother Y is all. When, mother ya, word, ya, what, ma, who, ma ya. And then you got the concordance. All right. Now, Hebrew. I want you to write out the actual Hebrew. Are you done writing, or are you almost done? I'll let you take your time. It's lucky. You ready? All right. You got it. Go ahead. I want you to spell out the actual Hebrew. That's what. Yeah. Take all the time that you need. So starting with what? Because you already did who, ma. Yeah, so like actually, you know what? So like, one second. This is Bible, man. It's a lot. Y'all bear with me, y'all. It was a little wet over there. That's a little better. All right, so yeah. So the Hebrew for this. So you got it. And so what you have is a chart, above to help you out. All right. So what the brother is doing, he's pretty much just describing the Hebrew. So we got the English, but he's going to translate it into the actual Hebrew. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Also, too, just for right now, we are going to focus on the Hebrew, and sooner or later we are going to tap into the actual Assyrian. But we just want to take it step by step, not give too much information to where people can be confused. Okay. No, I'm just watching.
Come on.
Are we we definitely will check it, check the work.
Come, sir.
Looks like. If you need this right here, go ahead. And just make sure that you're looking very quick, carefully.
Come, sir.
All right. All right, brother's almost done. You got it. All right, most on first. That's it.
Come,
All
sir.
right, most on first. I'll clap it up for you. All right, so you see here. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and check over your work real quick. So we got the what, right? Which is the month.
Yeah.
Uh, that is correct. We got the word, aware.
Yeah.
How you said the word, aware,
Yeah.
based on your accent. Yeah. Let me see. I believe that this is incorrect.
Come.
You know why?
Why?
No, I'm asking you. Do you know? I definitely know. Do you know?
It's supposed to be connected. I see it now.
Okay, so I want you to show me the mistake. Yeah. So where's the error?
Let me see.
Actually, I'll do this for you, right?
Yeah. Good.
Mhm.
See the erases to that?
No sweat. You got it. Now, I ain't necessarily saying that you're wrong.
Come.
I was really asking a question. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now, also too, honestly, I'll be honest with you, right? How you wrote it before,
Mm-hmm.
you wrote it just like this, right? I'm just gonna do it a little backwards. You did it just like this, which you a hug, and then you did a button.
Come.
Or you did like that, or did you connect it?
Like that, sir.
Okay. All right. So, okay. So if you did like this, that was wrong, right? Let's say that you connected the and the together.
Come.
I wouldn't be mad at you about that
Come.
because the H could have dropped off
Right.
from the
Uh-huh.
and the A could have dropped off from the
Come.
right? So if you would have did it like this,
Mm-hmm.
or you would have did it like that, I would not fault you.
Come.
because I mean, you know, this is still a yeah.
Right.
So as far as Hebrew, don't focus too much on okay. Don't focus too much on the fact that it's right or wrong in the sense of this, right? So the fact that you wrote it out just like how it is, that's good enough. But now I'll let you know if you was way off, but actually you were very close. Because I mean, there are words in Hebrew where when you write it out, it can be like this, or it can be like that. So you would think that it's okay, the and the is connected, but in some cases it could be like this, where it's just the by itself, KH, and then the and the You know what I mean? So I wouldn't fault you for that. You feel me? But otherwise, that was very good. So you're damn right. Damn right. Most time for us. Damn right. All right. So All right. So the that's a sh. So that's an error, and that's a yeah.
Yeah.
So these two are right. The and the is correct. This is a sh. So what is this?
Duh.
And what is the th? I'll let you correct that. I'll let you just erase this part here, or erase those things you want to. It's up to you. Just draw it exactly how you see it. Most times, I see it. So it looks like an X, but one leg is shorter than the other.
Okay.
That's the best way I can explain it. Then you want to add this part. All right. And then you go ahead and check. Let's see. All right. So when the the and the ya. All right. Mataya. That's perfect. All right. So why? Why? Which is all. So that's when you include everybody. It's just like saying y'all. Y'all is you all, right? So we got the boom. We got the duh, boom. We got the, what is this? I'm doing this on purpose. We got the the duh, and what is this?
Was.
And what is this?
I.
So the is by itself. I mean, yes or no?
Yeah.
And the duh?
By itself.
And then what?
Together.
So what exactly is together?
What? I.
Yeah, so the what and the I sit together. Most time Christ. All right, no sweat. Look, I'm doing this for you so you don't understand, right?
I'm on copy.
You got it. Most time Christ. So we got the mud by itself, the what and the I is connected together. So nothing drops off actually. So the WA stays with each other.
Right.
And then the I is just by itself. So it stays with each other. So that's correct. Side Christ. So the last Y, right? We got this right here, which is what? It looks exactly how it sounds.
Yeah, right.
Love. What is this?
Love.
But what is going on right here? And you understand that I put these blue dots to separate it on purpose. So that way you can pronunciate it better. You know what I mean? So it doesn't look like a bunch of words just jumbled together. So this is LA dot MAH. So what is this?
That's
it looks exactly how
it right.
Yeah, it looks exactly how it sounds. Love. And what is this? Lama.
Lama.
There you go. No. You said it right. Lama. Because if it was lama,
yeah, common.
that means that each word you see like each letter would be by itself.
Right.
Understand, right? These are letters.
Come.
Okay? And these letters have to come together in order to make a word.
Right.
Right? So love, when it's by itself, that's a letter by itself.
Right.
It's love. But with a ma and a ha, when it's together, it creates a word. Do you understand that?
Come.
There you go. All right. So ma and ha is not by itself no more.
Yeah.
When it's together, it's not by itself. It creates something.
Right.
So that's a word. So la ma. All right. And what does la ma mean?
Why?
Why? There you go. And when you look up the concordance, yep, which is 4100, you will see in Hebrew. Oh, lama is why.
Right.
There you go. Right. We'll sign first. But now I have to add something to this as well. I have to add something to this one. To show proof, there's precepts that go with this.
Okay.
So I'm going to erase a lot of this and just focus on one for a little bit.
Okay.
All right. So otherwise, we'll sign Christ. Yeah, right. There it is. We'll sign Christ. Yeah, right. Yep, you got it. Yeah, right. All right. We'll sign Christ. All right. So let's get it. All right. Let's see. Hey, for those that are watching, like, subscribe, comment, share the content. Very much appreciative. Appreciate it. If y'all got any questions, please type it into the chat. Once again, this is ISUPK, Minnesota, with Lashawan Qadash. Lashawan Qadash simply means holy tongue, right?
Right.
This is the tongue or the language, because tongue simply means language. This is for so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people only, all right? And if you don't know if you are so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, simply check out ISUPK everywhere, all over social media. We can also be on your favorite hate page. You know what I mean? As well, because ISUPK is labeled as a hate group when all we do is love our people.
That's right.
And if that means that we have to get our people out of religion, out of drugs, alcoholism, trafficking, if you know what I'm talking about, any type of abuse, that's not hate. But if you call that hate, no sweat. But that is love. When we're trying to get our people to do better, that's called love, not hate. And if it goes against not including everybody as a whole, that whole mindset of God loves everybody, then so be it. Because God does not love everybody. That is in the Bible.
That's right.
And even the people who say that they love every single solitary person on the face of the earth, that's not true.
That's right.
All right. There's somebody that hates, a particular people based on politics, how they think, how they eat, how they feel, how they just live life. All right. So there's a lot of hypocrisy in what most people say. Oh, okay. But back to the topic, though. The oldest and real language that has ever been spoken, has been ever, recorded, is called the ancient Paleo Hebrew. All right, and you can find this in archaeology. You can find this in all your history books. You can find this in a lot of places. But just know that this is of the Lord, and this has been around much longer than what you think the oldest language is.
That's right.
And if you think that that is debatable, no sweat. ISUPK Minnesota, you can contact us on any social media platform. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, you name it. And Google my business. Make sure that you search up ISUPK Minnesota. All right? All right, so when. So let's focus on when for a second. All right. So we got it right here. You got the mug, the stuff, and the yuck. Okay? So these are precepts, right? I want you to write these down as well. For those that are watching, make sure that you write these down. We won't have time to actually go over these precepts, but I just want to make sure that I do not forget to give you these precepts. Please write it down. And these are some heavy books. Maybe you read them, maybe you have not. If you have not, I would advise that you do. Okay? So NEH is short for Nehemiah. Okay? Nehemiah. All right. One second here. Yeah, Nehemiah, I believe, is towards the end of the Old Testament, if I'm not mistaken. So Nehemiah chapter 2. You know what I mean? Verse 6. So, Nehemiah, which is a book, chapter 2, verse 6. All right? Let's keep going. We got Psalm. You got Psalm chapter 94. Verse 8. All right? And these scriptures are simply references to this word when. Just give you, more context. Because, just the Hebrew alone may not be, so satisfying. But to actually know where these words are located in the Bible, here you go. Okay? This is us giving you details on where to find these words and locate. And if anybody has watched Minnesota Lashawan Qadash class before, or like in the past, I would say probably like last year, I've actually went over this topic before, but I did it a little bit differently. But I definitely added these precepts. Okay. Yeah. And if y'all want to go back into that, you just gotta watch the Lashawan Qadash classes on ISK Minnesota if you want to find that. So Psalm 94 and 8. Let's see. So yeah, I put a little I put that right there. So also too, you got chapter 10. I'm sorry. Chapter 101. Verse 2. So chapter 101, verse 2. That's another one. Okay. Just understand that I am separating it. We got another one. 119, otherwise 119. If you want to just keep it short and simple. 119. Verse 82 through 84. Okay? And there's two more. So, when Matthiah, that's the Hebrew, this is going to be the actual scriptures, all right? Nehemiah chapter 2, verse 6, Psalm chapter 94, verse 8, and then it continues. This is going to be chapter 101, verse 2, chapter 119, verse 82 through 84. So the verses is 82 through 84. Now let's continue. We got Proverbs